I had two cousins that were funeral directors. One of the first funerals that I ever had was with my cousins. Very nice family, quintessential little old man, quintessential little old woman, you know, very, very proper family, but just real nice country folk. And the thing that I remember about them was that they were so appreciative of everything that we did for them. We had another family that, you know, had wanted his services, and she wanted her husband, this gentleman, to have a new suit, and we went to pick up a new suit for this guy. Well, the wife from the first funeral that we had was walking in the mall, and she came up to my cousin then and hugged him and thanked him just repeatedly. And that's kind of what went off in my head. It's like, you know what, I could do that. If I could do that, it makes somebody else's life a little easier for a couple of days and, you know, make those connections lifelong. That's great. I remember the first body that I assisted in embalming, and it was one hell of a process. There's no two ways about it. It was one of the most unique and interesting things I think I'd ever seen. What stood out to me most was that it was an art form. It wasn't something that you just hook up some hoses and hope for the best. There is a lot of time and a lot of tedious work and detail that goes into that. Not only because your business depends on it, but because someone has trusted you with one of their most prized possessions, if you will, you know, one of their loved ones. What I took away from it was, over time, having the ability to learn how to take someone who has been, you know, sometimes through, you know, just hell and back with illnesses and whatnot, and return them to a state that their loved ones can more easily remember them by. You can have the nicest facilities, you can have the best looking cars, I can wear the nicest suits and ties, but if the work that you do for the family is not good, they won't call you. They won't ever call you again. There's something really to be said for the small town connection. You know, I mean, most of the folks that come through here now are people that I've taken care of, you know, multiple times throughout here, and also have had generations of their family that have come through this business. There are times that you cannot help but to weep along with people. If you don't, you're not human. But when we have 10 funerals going on at one time, there are 10 families that depend on this staff to get them through these times. Every family that comes through here, I get to know them on a personal level. And I genuinely mean when I tell them that if there's something that they need from me, just to call me or come ask me. And there's something very gratifying about taking somebody, really, I mean, one of their worst times in life, and helping to see them through it, not just through the funeral, but becoming friends afterwards and making lifelong connections that way.